Well, news right now tonight, another chapter in the legal drama over who can and cannot run for Memphis mayor. The Memphis City Council now suing the Strickland administration and the Shelby County Election Commission. Council Attorney Alan Wade asking a judge to toss out the requirement that a candidate must live in Memphis 5 years prior to the election. But attorneys for the mayor and the County Election Commission say the 5-year rule still stands. The back and forth has gone on for months now. The decision matters for 3 leading contenders: Sheriff Floyd Bonner, former Mayor Willie Harrington, and former County Commissioner Van Turner, who have all lived outside the city in the past 5 years. But until a judge makes a final determination in a trial that starts May 18th, this year's election pretty much remains in limbo.
The question is, if they are elected, will they be legitimately elected mayors of the city? In all the years that I have been involved in local politics and government, I never recall the city council suing the mayor.
This lawsuit now essentially pits the city's legislative branch against the executive branch. Our Zaria Oates once again asking voters about this ongoing back and forth, especially with all the other issues this city is facing.
How long they live here should matter, but not so significantly that it would deter people who really have a love for Memphis and a passion for Memphis that could do better for us.
It definitely is important that the person running for mayor knows about Memphis, and it helps it helps that they live here because they kind of see how things work here, but I don't think that should be the biggest thing.
And neither does Van Turner, one of the candidates at the heart of the residency issue. Turner says he wants voters to pay attention to what each candidate is advocating for.
We can't pay attention to the minor issues and the distractions, and that's what I see some folks would like to be focused on. I'm focusing on issues. I'm focusing on Memphis.
Voters say schools and policing are at the top of their minds this election cycle.
We should pay more attention to the school system and what's going on there, because a lot of the schools they're failing and they're falling into the charter system, and I don't think that's very good. The police department is definitely a priority. I don't want to say defund, but there's definitely some work that needs to be done. The potholes. Please fix the streets. Something's got to be done.
But others say the residency issue is important, no matter how close a candidate lives to the city limits.
People should live in the area. If they're going to represent a space, then they need to live in that area so they know what actually goes on and they can speak with their constituents easily. Because the unincorporated should be represented in a different way than incorporated.
While local elections like these tend to have lower voter turnout, a voter I spoke with said she hopes more people head to the polls this October.
I feel like a lot of people, they feel like, why should we? Like, it doesn't really matter. My one vote doesn't really matter. But it does. I think it's really important.
In Memphis, I'm Zaria Oates.
Again, the trial on the residency rule starts the 18th of this month, and just 4 days later is when candidates can start pulling their petitions to run for the city's highest office.